Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 1 of my brand new Let's Play series here on the channel with the mighty Stockport County. It is the scarf my father wore. If you're wondering what the title means, it's a famous song the county fans sing. It means a lot to them, it means a lot to me. I love this club. I'm basically going back to where it all began on my channel with the very first club I ever did for FM16. SOS Stockport County was a series that meant a lot to me. I got to know the club. They let me come in the stadium, film episodes and all that. I got to know one of the managing directors, Steve Bellis. He's a top bloke, and I fell in love with the club, and they became my second club. I work in Stockport, so I drive past Edgeley Park multiple times a day. I've been a good few times to watch the games. One of my best friends' brothers plays for him, so I've got all these connections, and I really wanted to do a lower league save that I was passionate about, that I could get behind. That'd just be a bit of fun. A couple of episodes a season. We'll have some live comms, a bit of banter, and hopefully we enjoy it. So smash that like button. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe, watch this, go and catch up on all my other content. But yeah, all of you, just thanks for checking it out. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with me and Stockport County. So without further delay, I think we get stuck straight into episode 1. So Stockport County, great club, and like I said, I work in Stockport. I work with a lot of guys from Stockport. I deal with people from Stockport, and you know, on a whole, they are good people. And one thing you realise when you work in Stockport and spend a lot of time around Edgeley Park is how much this football club means to the town. I'm going to put a link down below to a video they made recently, which is voiced by the very famous and gorgeous Michelle Keegan, who is from Stockport and a Stockport County fan. Give it a watch after this. It's a great little video. It gets the passion going. And I've seen this recently and it made me think, I want to do a Let's Play. I want to do something I give a shit about. And that's just got my juices flowing. I'm going back to county. But yeah, like I said, I know the town. And I've been to a few games over the years, which are brilliant. Always sit in the Cheadle end with the ultras and the drums. It's quality. It's just a great day out. Love it. Proper football. But what I like about it is, like, when I drive past when I'm working and you see the amount of fans. This club is not a non-league club. But if you look here, look at this. I mean, they are a championship team. When I was younger, there was even times when they were in the playoffs or near the playoffs, and then, you know, they've had some bad runs, and then this is the year. See, this year here, this is the year Jim Gannon won the league, who is the current manager. We'll talk about Jim in a minute. And obviously I think they got rid of him, and then it was just a slow decline. Different owners ruined the club straight down into the national, and then they've spent years down here in the Vanarama North, which is nowhere near where they're supposed to be. I mean, they get like 4,000 fans to a game, which is way more than some league teams. Massive club for this level. But they got Jim Gannon back, and he's been building and building slowly. And you can see it's like a slow build until last year they won the title, which was mad in Stockport, Party Central. So now they're back in the Vanarama National League. So we are starting here in 2019. We're going to forget coronavirus ever existed, and we're going to have a real good go at trying to get this club back in the Football League. And I tell you what though, there's so many positive things about this club at the minute. And one of those positive things is they've got a brand new owner, Mark Stott, who is the owner of Vita. You'll have seen that they are the sponsor of the away kit and the third kit. And there's no debt at this club anymore. The money is fine. They're not rich. Nowhere near the rich. But the club's in a really good place. They've got a few professional players. They've got a few semi-professional players. And now Jim Gannon, like I said, is a legend. A legendary player for the club. Legendary manager, come back for his second stint, and he's doing a great job. And I just felt it'd be a disservice to take his job off him and let him disappear. So even though he's not a very good director of football, I've let him become one, because I don't really feel like I need one. I'm not going to be using a director of football. I'm going to be doing pretty much everything myself. So it's like an honorary, that's the one, honorary role for good old Sir Jim. If we go back to the staff, you'll see Steve Bellis is the managing director, so I'll have to deal with Steve a bit. I'll tell you what though, nicest fella ever. I went to him, someone said email Steve, he might help you out with stuff, and this is years ago. I had no subscribers, nothing. I told him what I wanted to do and he just got it. He got me a pass, I went in, I got my own personal tour around the whole stadium, and then I just ring him up like, Steve, can I come down, film? Yeah. So I've stood in the Cheadle end, I've stood by the pitch, filming live with my microphone. Great guy, and he still wishes me happy birthday every year, which is really nice. If it weren't for coronavirus, I might have gone down to the stadium a bit with this series, so we'll wait and see. Maybe I can work something out. But when it came to the actual staff, I wasn't overly impressed. My medical team is very poor. My scouting team is shocking. and I need something here. We need to start scouting straight away. And my coaching team wasn't the best. I was hoping I could improve it, and I always do my best to improve it because you need to use any angle you can. So that's the plan, to basically scrap your staff, keep Jim, and hopefully get better ones in. Like I said, the club is completely debt-free. It has had troubles over the years. There's probably been times, really, when County nearly went under because of the size they were. They've had to cut a lot of staff. I remember 4 years ago, in 2016, when I went there was hardly anyone there. They had like one groundsman. They had the young girl who was like the kit girl, and she worked in the shop, and she had about 15 jobs. I'm still friends with her as well. She's gone from being... She was only like 17 at the time. She's 21 now. She's getting married soon, so... we're still friends on Instagram and stuff. She gave me a tour and all that, and it was like everyone had about 20 jobs. There was no one there. I'm walking around the stadium on a busy day, on a Saturday I think it was, and there's no one there. I even went in Jim Gannon's office, which is crazy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, mental. But if we have a look at the money, you'll see I've got nothing to spend. But I've got a good squad. Is it a squad that's going to win this league? I don't know. We've just come up, so you never know. You've got to start competing. Low markets. I'm not going to look at signing anyone. I was just going to try and leave it. Maybe get a few loans and see what happens. And hopefully we can start increasing the finances. Because 200 grand, that ain't bad. Let's go over to the general page. Now, you've seen the new kits. I've made them myself. They're based on the new Puma kits they've got. They've just signed a new deal. They've gone from JOURNEYMAN to Puma. I'm going to be treating myself to some new gear for this series. And just because I like County, I like to help them out by buying stuff. You might get a hoodie. Go and check it out. I'll try and remember to put a link into the club shop down below. Now they've gone to Puma, it's like they've gone cool all of a sudden. They've got some really wicked training tops and all that. All the kits look cool. So I'm happy with that. And they've also got this new era of County, a brand new logo. So that's the old logo. It's basically been put into a disc, a circle. And if you squint your eyes, it looks like Rochdale's. But I like it. They are nicknamed the Hatters. Stockport is a huge hatting town, just like Denton, where I'm from. Big part of the country around here where we used to make all the country's hats, basically. Semi-professional, but we do have a few professional players. Average ticket prices and season tickets, that is a good deal, that, isn't it? I think when last time I went, though, it was about 12 quid. And what's great is you can just turn up at the door, pay 12 quid, go in. Love it. 2,000 season ticket holders, which I love. Loads of legends like Kevin Francis. Obviously, Jim Gannon is an absolute legend. Alan Lord is an icon. Sorry, Alan, but I might be sacking you. Facilities-wise, of course, we've got Edgeley Park, although we don't own it. I think one of the times when they've been in the shit, end up going over to the council. So they're paying 80 grand a year. Hopefully that'll change. But it is a 10,500 all-seater. Is it? I've been. You've got the railway end. There's no seats. They don't even use that end anymore at the minute. It's a bit shit. But it's a good... I love the place, mate. I love the atmosphere. It's just got something special about it. So that's better than anyone really, I reckon, in our league. Good training facilities as well, but of course I'm going to try my best to improve them. But it's money, innit? Our only affiliate is with a local small team called Stockport Town. I'm probably going to be looking at getting a senior affiliate. I've done something recently with Salford where we got Spurs, and some of the players we got from Spurs was fantastic. So if you can get another link with a big team, get myself some really good quality youngsters, that'll be a good thing. Probably have to wait till we get into the Football League. If we get into the Football League. Now, as old as this club is, and this is a club that a few years ago were in the same division as Man City and were beating Man City, right? They were better than Man City once. They still are. They haven't got the best. They've not won a lot. They've won that famous Sky Bet League 2, and obviously the Vanarama National, and they've won the North League as well titles. So they've won a few things. Nothing major. It would be nice if this series can carry on and we can get them an FA Cup or something, won't it? So competitions-wise, we've got the league, which is massive. They want us to get mid-table. I'll show you what the bookies think in a minute. FA Cup, just go for that. Try our best. The FA Trophy, though, that is something we could have a real good go at. So this is the Vanarama National League, and honestly, I love lower league management. I love taking the team from the bottom, taking them to the top. I think it's absolutely the best thing, especially in England, just because of the history and all the clubs. And I'm English, so I know a lot of the clubs. It makes you feel more passionate when you play certain clubs. But this is the Buckets odds, and we've come up with Woking, Chorley and Torquay, right? And we're down the bottom there. They reckon we're going to be 20th. I don't believe that one freaking bit. But there's some good teams in this league. I mean, Notts County just come down. Yeovil, Barnet, Chesterfield, Hartlepool. I mean, these are good clubs. Torquay themselves, Halifax, they're a good team. So, yeah, I couldn't wait to get stuck into this. So, like I said, improved the staff. Everyone apart from Jim Gannon, who's the director of football, left. And I was really surprised by the quality we could bring in. Don't get me wrong, they're not the highest level, but we've definitely improved. I mean, hopefully this can help, and hopefully as the season progresses, I can keep adding to it. So this was really cool. We've got an head physio and a physio, and they've got really good physio ability, 18 and 17. Well happy. Now over to my scouts. Yeah, I couldn't really get too excited by this. We couldn't really get anyone amazing in. This is the best we could get, but it's a definite improvement, and it's the best in the league. The coaching scene, no, I was happy with this. Like I said, it's a slow process. So got a new assistant in called Steve Taylor, 53 years old, but I quite like him. His man management isn't great, but again, I'm going to be doing most of this. He used to be assistant manager at Coventry. Love a bit of Coventry. If you've seen me Coventry rebuild, if you haven't, go and check it out. So I'm happy with Steve. Head of youth, I brought Mark Smith in, who was head of youth at Chesterfield. Looks like he's had a bit of time off, maybe a year. And again, he works good with youngsters, and he definitely was the best I could get. Like, he is top class at this level. Now, a quick look at the coaches. I've got Andy Goran, which I'm buzzing with. Bit of a legend back in the day. He's a great goalkeeping coach at this level. Got myself a fitness coach, which we're well happy with. 14 fitness, Mr. Gareth Piper. And then Ben Parker, I asked for an extra coach, and we got one. He's come in. I brought him in because he's good at defending, tactical coaching. He's quite good, and he's young, so he should progress. Now, when it comes to myself, I like to be realistic, so I like to be at a level I should be at. So I just made the computer pick the level I should be at, and it decided I should have a Continental C licence and be a semi-professional footballer to be the manager of Stockport. And then it's up to you where you put your skills. So what I'll do is, I don't have coaching skills for goalkeeping, fitness, stuff like that, because I don't need that. You can bring people in to do that. I'll focus on something. I try to hopefully use my mentals, and obviously with a save like this, I'm not going to be leaving Stockport. I'm not going abroad, so I make sure I don't have any adaptability. Don't need that, and I pump everything into mentals, so I'm good at team talks and so on. Give yourself that little advantage, and then hopefully as the season goes on, I'll improve my coaching badges and improve overall. Now, the most important thing at any football club, especially if you want to be successful, is your team. You need good players. You need, a bit of quality. And I think we've got some good players. I think we're way better than what the bookies think. And it's going to be quite an exciting season, hopefully. Playoffs. What push them? Playoffs. Now, I've made a couple of signings. All loans. I've not spent a single penny. There's some loans here already. I think you're allowed 6 loans. I brought in 3. So we have got a few. But we also got our own players. A lot of them on 1-year deals. So I'm going to wait till like the halfway point and judge who's good, who's not, who we're giving a new contract to, if they want to stay or not. So let's have a look at my main 22-man squad. In the sticks, we've got Ben Hinchcliffe. He's a good keeper for this level. I quite like him. I think he's good. I think the county fans in real life rate him, from what I hear. He's backed up by young 25-year-old Ian Ormson, who's okay, and he will get some games this year. But maybe, if I can get someone with a bit more quality to be better than both of these next season, I'd be happy. But again, it all depends on where we are next season. At right back, we've got Dan Cowen. He's 23 years old. Used to play for Chorley. He can play at centre half as well. And again, I think for this level, he's decent. Can improve a little bit. His backup, and potentially someone who's better than him, is Sam Minion. He's 25 years old. Used to play for Worcestershire. He's decent. I like his determination. Good tackler. Good worker. At left back, I think we're looking quite strong as well. And we've got a lot of good ages in this squad. This is Tyler Garrett. He used to play for Wimbledon. Decent pace, decent ability. Again, for this level, very good player and young. I like it. My other left back, and someone who's possibly a little bit better, is on loan from Fleetwood. It's Eddie Clark. He's only 20 years old. Loads of potential, hasn't he? We have 4 centre halves, and one of them is Fetus Arthur, 19-year-old German. I like a German. He's alright. He's definitely a squad filler. Helping him make the bench warm is Jordan Downing, 28 years old. He's alright. He's one of our own. My 2 main men, when they fit, are going to be Liam Hogan. He's 30 years old. Used to play for Salford. We've got quite a few ex-Salford lads here, but he is a good player. Him, like a really, really good player. I like him. And he's going to be partnered by Riley Harbottle, who's 18. Loaned him in from Nottingham Forest. Loads of potential, loads of ability again for this level. So, and he's left-footed, which is great. 6'1", like him. I think he's very exciting for us. So we'll be playing a 4-1-2-3, like I've been playing on most of my saves recently. It's what fits the squad anyway. It's what Jim Gannon plays, so he's built the squad around that formation. I'm going to do the same, but it's just obviously I'll play differently than Jim. So this is one of my defensive midfielders, and it is Jordan Keane. Can also play a centre half. He used to play for Boston United. Now we are pretty stacked in the middle. You know, it's going to be a right fight for the places. To be fair, one of my best players is Paul Turnbull. He's 30 years old, played for Chester. He's been around the block a bit, but he is a regular starter for the real Stockport County. So yeah, good player. Next up, we have 23-year-old Ellie Osborne, who I really like. He can improve a bit. He can play multiple positions. He used to play for Southport. Again, I mean, you've got to get used to this. If you play at the top level all the time, when you come down a bit, you start looking at attributes. You're thinking, God, these players are all shit. But you've got to think about where you are and just adjust your thinking. I mean, a lot of you probably play lower league. Lower league's quality. But this kind of player is going to be a great player. Next is Conor De Mayo. I want to call him Dynamo, because that sounds cool, doesn't it? He's 23, he's Irish, used to play for Ashton United. Near me. They're not the best level, so fair play to him for stepping up. I like that. I did a video called The Billionaire Brothers that featured Ashton United. But yeah, great player. Again, I've got loads on it. I'm really excited by this team of mine. Another fantastic player and another ex-Salford player is Lewis Maynard, 30 years old. Loads of experience. Quality lad. Work rate, teamwork. Last but not least, my favourite. It has to be, doesn't it? It's my best friend's little brother, Sam Walker, who is a legend. I've talked about him in other videos. I've shown you what he's got up to in the past. Kersnashton, Halifax, he's done it all. Salford. He's an ex-Salford boy as well. He had a season with Salford, did really well. Now he's been at County for a good few years. Quite, you know, he's a regular, great passer of the ball, and he is in real life. He can hit a really good free kick as well in real life. Top player. Right, when it comes to wingers, I'm struggling, and I really wanted to get a right winger in, and I couldn't. So Alex Curran's going to be, even though he's an AMC, he's going to kind of really get pushed out wide some games. My main guy on the right is probably going to be Danny Lloyd. Even though he's a left winger, left-footed, he can play there, cut inside, he'll be great. And he is an absolute legend at County. And another Salford player, although they didn't sell him to Salford, he had one season with County, and it was amazing. He had this stellar season where he was just on fire, and they sold him to someone like Chesterfield, I think. Peterborough. They sold him to Peterborough. But you can see his history here, and then he had that one season there from the wing. I know it's the League North, but he was amazing. Went to Peterborough, played, and then he went to Salford, played, but they're not happy with him, and they've loaned him back to County. My backup left winger is going to be Darren Stevenson, who is injured at the moment for about 10 years with a fractured lower leg. That's helpful. But don't worry, we've got young Ben Jackson on loan from the mighty Hood. Loads of potential. Pretty quick. Can dribble. Up top, my third best striker at the bottom of the pecking order, I'd say, is Niall Bell. 22 years old. He's decent. Decent finisher for this level. We had one other striker, which is Liam McAulden. I think Irish. Got quite a few Irish lads, haven't we? Used to play for FC Halifax. A great player, like potential starter. But I felt we were lacking a touch, so I've loaned a lad in from Luton Town, Josh Newville. Great name, English, 18 years old, loads of potential. I love his pace. 10 finishing, but loads of pace. Could be a great player this year, couldn't he? And that's it. That's the squad. So tactically, like I said, I'm sticking with the same formation I've been using and the same formation Jim Gannon uses in real life that the squad's built around. So I'm happy with it. I've just changed a few of the rules. It's similar to what I've been using on other saves like Saint Etienne and so on. It's just a lot less instructions. The way I see it when you come down to a lower level is they've not got the technical ability. They've not got the quality. So you're giving them all these fancy instructions. It's not great. I still want to play good football. We're still going to play it out from the back. I'm playing balance. If we need to go out and we can switch to attack. But I've just trimmed down a lot of the instructions, keeping it a bit, well, just simplifying it a bit. Let's have a look at the club vision though. And they want me to sign players under 23. Do not sign anyone over the age of 30. I'm happy with that. That's my philosophy. If you know me, I like to bring in young players, develop my own if I can. What do I want to do? End of current season, National League mid-table. First round FA Cup, we've seen all that good stuff. But next year, we caught top half, then playoffs. So in 3 years, they want to be in the playoffs. We can do that, can't we? Can we? I want to get promoted. We need to get back in the Football League. That's my first checklist thing, is get this club back to being professional in the Football League. So that is it. That is the end of episode 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button and stick with this series. Even subscribe if you're brand new. I really appreciate you checking it out. I'm going to film episode 1 and 2 back to back, and hopefully stick them out together. So it's up to you. Then you can break it up. You have to have a marathon session of County. It's up to you when you want to watch it, but hopefully you will come back for the next one, because this is going to be, it's a passion of mine. A lot of you might not watch it. The views are not going to be the best. They never are when you play long-term Let's Plays on my channel anyway. But it's something I want to do, and it's easy for me to play. A lot easy. So yeah, I really appreciate any support. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And going forward this season, if you've done a similar level and spotted a player on a free or a good loan signing or whatever, let me know. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm Bood, and this is my office, and we're back at Stockport County. I'll see you next time.